Yes, ma. If you do not zomo, a donebo ahire. I greet you all. For days now, we will all agree that it's been trending. Some taking it positively, some taking it negatively. But I want to believe this is because we do not know or we do not have the history of the Iyeki institution. I don't want now to talk about how the politicians polarized Iyeki, the institution called Iyeki. It is not a traders union coming to create traders welfare union. That is not Iyeki in Benin is Iyeki. Now, even though from the last administration to now they try to make it there is PDP Iyeki, there's APC Iyeki. Let us talk about the history. Who is Iyeki? I did something on it some months back when this whole thing of Madam Pastor Gio, Josephine, whatever, was coming up. Who is Iyeki? Iyeki is that woman chosen by the Iyeki to be their head and then presented to the palace, to the Oba of Benin. The palace will now look at her through the mirror of tradition and see if she is able and capable. The Iyeki must be spiritually alert, must be spiritually up and doing. Because every Eki that is instituted by the palace, by the Oba of Benin, has a omeo, a shrine inside the market. Any market that does not have that aomeo is a shopping mall. Which means it is not Oba's market. I'm not saying it's not Oba market. It's not Oba's market. Because Oba Obueki, all the markets in Benin belong to the Oba. Despite that there is a particular one called Ekioba. It's called Ekioba because it used to be almost inside the palace. From the time of Oba Egwaye I in 1440, when we had a Motam. Prior to that time, the market was even already there, because that was where a Motam had her shop. So the Iyeki has always been there. For as long as the fact that there has been a market in Benin, from the Ogiso time, because we have Eki Ogiso, Eki Agbado, Agbari, there has always been an Iyeki. It's like we have Odion Weebu, which is preserved for the male. We have Iyeki, preserved for the female. So, it is somewhat incomprehensive for somebody to come up and want to, in our own time, change the narrative. It's not possible. But what pains me now is that us, people that didn't come out when Josephine issue came out first, people who didn't think it was necessary to say something about it, people who didn't think it was good enough to mobilize people to protest against it, whether to the government house, to the House of Assembly, or even to the palace, are now coming. Yes, more like a dose, more like a palace, more like Obase. When it was time to speak, you didn't speak. You are an accomplice. Okpeama gwa Iyeki no na keke no gwa ohuo masoe. Shay. Now that His Majesty has spoken, what is there again to speak about, to talk about? Are we now going to say something contrary? His Majesty does not need our support to say what he has to say, which he has said. Please. It is not so. Before His Majesty came out to speak, is the right time for us to have spoken, to have come out, protest against what was going on. Jay! Please. The Iyeki is an institution as old as Benin. You cannot change it. I cannot change it. No one can change it. Madam Pastor, whatever, I'm sorry, please go back to Lagos, where you grew up, where you have been, where you still live. That the Iyeki is not just a woman. It's a representative of the Oba of Benin in the market. And so has her obligations and duties to perform in the market on a daily basis. Jay! Will you, Madam Josephine, come to serve our meal in the markets? Or you think we can have an Odionweye in a village who cannot perform the duties of Odionweye in Ogwedion because he wants to carry the Bible? It's the same thing. In every market, the Iyeki is like the Odionweye of that market. And so she must perform all the spirituality of the market. Please. So, those of you that didn't have time to speak out before His Royal Majesty came up with the hammer on the matter, don't speak now. Those of you that didn't have time to mobilize to protest when Josephine came up first months ago, do not protest now. His Majesty has spoken. That is final. OBA GHATOR KPERE ISEEE.